By day, they run a cafe. By night, they're master thieves. What are we talking about? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Review. I'm your host, Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, bonjour, what's up?
Hey, it's Gretta.
And we're back again for another fun-filled episode of this awesome podcast you can find at www.spiraken.com. We're also on youtube.com/Spiraken and various other social media sites. Just type in SPIRAKN. I'll guarantee you find us one way or the other. And if you're watching on YouTube, remember to, as always, like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell for notification for these new episodes. And I'm excited because this is one which has been in the books because, let's be honest, 350 episodes ago, that's quite a while. 350 episodes ago, I spoke about a manga that was no longer released in the US, that had a minimal release, and was kind of, well, it was niche, but it was really good. I gave it an amazing review. Shock to me that several years later, in 2017, what happens? Well, they re-release it in an omnibus form. But that's not all. You know what else they do? They also make a new TV series, which is released not on Crunchyroll, not on Netflix. Where is it released?
Amazon Prime?
No, Disney.
Oh my goodness.
On Disney. Within a dub. So I'm kind of like shocked by this. It's kind of crazy. But
So it went from being super crazy niche to like
really popular, surprisingly.
mega streamline.
Well, is it really popular? Well, let's actually talk about this and compare it to how it originally was. And the manga that we're talking about, of course, is
Cat's Eye.
which was written by Tsukasa Hojo all the way back in 1981. It's as old as I am. And it is the story of three sisters who, what do?
They are cat burglars stealing different art pieces.
Yeah.
Theoretically, all done by their father, who's missing.
So does that mean that it's technically theirs?
I mean, it's their dad's. It would, maybe.
It's one of the points of the plot. And last time I didn't spoil that plot, that is, they're stealing their dad's work, but it's statute of limitations. It's over 45 years old, or 44 years old. But we digress. So, like I said, this is the story of several characters, but the most important character, the one who's working the hardest, is Officer Toshio Utsumi. And he's working really hard because he's trying to solve the case of Cat's Eye, a thief who's been outsmarting him and stealing tons of art paintings, and he works really hard at this. You know, he
really, does his research, works all the time, spends his meager lunch break at the coffee shop across the street from the police station
with his girlfriend Rui, he's telling her all his secrets, and he's trying his best to figure out what is this thief doing? How is this guy outsmarting him? And he thinks it's a big, scary guy, and maybe if it's a group, there's a little guy and an ugly guy. We don't know. But as he's doing his newest case for a new object, the woman on the shore, what happens?
Well, he tackles the thief in the dark, and he does he's given coffee by his girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
From the coffee shop across the street, and his boss is there. He's like, "What are you doing? You're eating snacks from your girlfriend?" He's like, "Oh, you're just jealous." So then the boss drinks the coffee, falls down asleep.
And so does Toshio. And two other cops were there. Well, what do?
I don't know. They're there.
They reveal themselves as not cops, but
Cat's Eye.
A pair of thieves. And more importantly, it's his girlfriend.
Yep.
The three sisters of Rui, Hitsumi, and Hitomi, and I are Cat's Eye.
Yep. Who have a coffee shop that's called Cat's Eye that's across the street from the police station.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Toshio, he's a really good police officer, but he's kind of dumb about this.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's really focused on his work, but it doesn't even occur to him that the thief could be a female.
And his girlfriend.
Yeah, even though they have the same name.
And every time he gets caught, he gets yelled at by his boss and screamed at, and, well, what do they do?
He's like, he threatens to fire him. He threatens to, do all sorts of things. It's the running gag, right?
And then when he's upset, he goes back to his girlfriend's house, job, and he's like, "They're gonna fire me. This is so bad. I hate this." And she's like,
oh no, they're gonna fire me.
and well, Rui's like, "Well, maybe you should quit. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that." And he is obsessed with catching them.
He's like, I will quit after I catch Cat's Eye.
Yep. And he does all these things to try to figure out who this person is until, as we said, one day he gets a brilliant idea, kind of tricks her into getting the information, which makes you wonder if he does know it's her. But I don't think he does.
He doesn't.
Yeah, but they end up getting into a scuffle, catches, well, what happens?
So he catches the thief, the would-be thief, in the dark, in the middle of the night, and he's like, aha, I've got you, but accidentally realizes that he grabbed a boob. I don't know if we can say that on the podcast. Okay, we can say boob. So he grabbed a boob, and he's like, what? What is this? This is nice. And she slaps him like, you pervert, and then she gets away.
And the best part is that he ends up saying, oh, she had a really good boob to his girlfriend.
Yep. And she says, you pervert.
And like, I'm never going to marry a pervert like you, because he wants to marry her, and she's now a little upset about it. And this is kind of a wash, rinse, repeat situation.
Very much a wash, rinse, repeat situation. But it's kind of sweet. And there's some fun parts later, like the youngest sister who's still in school, likes the boy whose dad is the museum curator, who's going to get in trouble if the painting gets stolen,
But then we find out that's more than that the owner of the CEO of the museum is actually embezzling money and is going to frame him.
Yeah.
So they do the right thing.
So it's kind of cute.
And then, of course, there's the new transfer detective who definitely knows that they're Cat's Eye, but
she's a woman. She knows that these are the thieves and is looking to try to prove it.
And she gets outsmarted really well in the manga, I think. And then in the new adaptation, they've updated things. They give them cell phones and more high tech. And some things that didn't work out work a lot better in this one. And I think that the way they did it in
but it's really cute. I think the updated newer anime is pretty spot on to the source material.
It is. The animation not so much, but
it stays true to the 80s, Yeah. It feels retro.
It does. It does. It has that retro future series. And I also like that each one they have their own specialities. You have Rui is obviously the face of the series. She's our main character. She's the athletic one. She's the one that does all the acrobatics, and she's the one that is most likely going to go to jail for all of them. We've got Hitomi. Hitomi is the main one, and then Rui is the older one. Mm-hmm. I keep mixing those two up. I don't know why.
And then I is the little sister that they sometimes keep out of play, sometimes use her for different things, but she's their
gadgeteer. She's the one that's the gadgeteer getaway driver, and Rui is the one who is the smarter one. She's the business side of things. Mm-hmm. She researches, she gets the notes, and when they have to steal things and they need Patsy, she's the one that comes up with the idea of, okay, I'm going to pretend my child is lost. We're going to put him in a safe. We're going to have a sound recorder. They're going to break in. Then we're going to steal it. And it works out.
Yep.
And this is not we are visited by another cat, if you want to see a cat for Cat's Eye. But overall, the series is one of those ones which it is well done for its time period. And it is very nuanced because there's more going on than them just stealing their father's paintings. Because their father disappeared, there's actually this whole criminal element that maybe their father was killed. We don't know what's going on, but it's this whole...
But it's all of his artwork that keeps coming up on display or traveling or... and it doesn't seem like they're saying, oh, the former artist or, it doesn't seem like he's passed away.
No.
So where is he? What's happening?
It's the question. And the cool thing is that the new release, which was released by Kana, which they gave it an actual dust jacket, so it's actual tankobon size. It's actually the French release for it. Comes with the dust jacket and the cool original cover and the popular cover for the manga. And then each section is, set up well with has the different covers for Volume 2, Volume 3, and they have actual color prints. Well, kind of color prints, right?
Yeah. There's like a full color page, and then that next chapter is really in semi-color.
Yeah, and it is a nice release for this. I mean, and for $30 for 3 mangas, which is a standard price, it's a really good edition.
Yep.
I will say though, one thing I will say is it feels like the dust jacket, they're usually really good. This one feels very glossy and kind of flimsy.
Well, it's a dust jacket on a manga, so
This is true.
it's not a dust jacket on a hardcover. So I think it's a really nice cover.
It is an upgrade to the original version, which you could barely get a hold of, and it's an upgrade because you're getting something instead of nothing. Art style, it is 80s-tastic.
Very much so. Very 80s.
The hairstyles are very 80s.
And there's like some cute things in there. You know, there's one frame where, you know, sometimes the frames overlap a little bit, and the female detective and Toshio are running, and both of their legs are kind of in the bottom frame, and there's a little bubble that says, "Why is the leg in this frame?" Like,
yeah, there's a lot of little notes that Hojo left that's really clever.
It's cute. It's really, really cute.
And it isn't very fan servicey, which is interesting.
No, it's greatly appreciated.
When you compare this to City Hunter, you're like, wow.
Yeah, it's really tastefully done.
Mm-hmm. And while there is some weird things, like I think the crux for the end of the series, we're not going to get further into it, but it's going to be a while. But the end of the series involves someone getting meningitis. That's the literal crux that you're like, okay, that's kind of weird. It's a little odd for a way to do this. But
I didn't get to that part.
That's way later. That's like, I think, 18. Well, if it's 18 volumes, so volume 6 will have that. But we'll forget by then.
I didn't get to that
Slight
part.
spoilers. 45-year-old grace period, I think. But overall, regardless, after thinking about it, do I keep it at the original rating, which we did in episode 249? Well, honestly, yeah. It's really, really cool. Read it now. Pros are going to be, it's iconic and influential. You got some really unique protagonists who are charismatic, because let's be honest, they kick ass and they do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got a good blend of genre because it is a heist series, and you like your heist series.
I do like a heist. Yep.
Okay. And the art style is very distinctive for what it is, even though the hair is very 80s-tastic.
Well, the clothes are very 80s-tastic too. They're wearing like spandex onesies, off the shoulder, classic 80s heel, and scarf tied around the waist,
and no masks.
I mean, like,
that's the part where I'm like, you're not wearing masks, you're gonna get caught on a camera or something.
Welcome to the 80s.
Yep. The cons of the series, as usual, as I said, it's formulaic, but this is a procedural series. You're gonna know it's formulaic. This is what you're coming into. This is why you read mystery series. It's literally find out about the heist, plan for the heist. It's
not even wash, rinse, repeat. It's like, here's the next target. Here's the next mission. Here's how are we gonna get through this one? How is Toshio gonna screw this one up? You know?
Yeah. I will say that Toshio is really underdeveloped as an antagonist because, let's be honest.
I don't know. I think he's a cute, dumb guy.
He's no Moriarty. He's no...
Oh, no.
No, but my point is, whether you want a really good antagonist, but that doesn't detriment from the series because there's not...
Is he the antagonist?
He's the closest thing they have to an antagonist because really it's like a cabal of evil guys.
They have different antagonists each time come through. There's a rival. There's the new detective. There's the criminal museum owner.
But they're usually one shot and they're done. There's no...
I know, it's a rotating door of the bad guy.
I will say, though, that I love that it has the trope of the will they, won't they, and the detective thief thing going on. It is a very good Kaito series. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely worth reading it and checking it out. It is worth it, definitely.
100%. I think it's wholesome, it's fun, it's lighthearted, it's a good little heist. I recommend.
It is definitely a great one. And with that one, let's actually get to the manga releases for the week, because we've got some fun ones this week and some which are really weird. Starting off with
365 Days to the Wedding, Volume 9.
Yes, finally they're getting married. It's only been 9 volumes. I love that this is the Spanish cover, though, because he's got the sombrero, she's got the... It's well done. So next we've got... lovely. Adachian's Shimamura, Volume 12. This is the novel, not the manga. The series is still going on.
We have After We Gazed at the Starry Sky, Volume 3.
The last volume of this series. Will they get together? Are they going to be in love? We don't know. It's the ending, though. We have Astro Royale, Volume 2.
Before You Go Extinct.
This one looks sad.
It does look sad.
Got betrayed by the hero. I formed a MILF party with his mom. Volume 3, light novel. This is just really just a what the fuck series. I'm sorry, the cosplay. This guy betrayed me. That's like stiff for mom level insanity. Really bad.
Also looks very fan service.
Yeah. Next one.
Game Rebirth, my new life as the hero's younger brother. Volume 2.
Yes, this is a new one where he is in love with the hero's younger brother. Another BL series. Is it good? Well, I heard the first one was decent. Then we have the Blue Lock box set 1 part 1. This is the first stage. If you've not read Blue Lock yet, it is worth it. We reviewed this a while ago. Next. Boruto, the 2 Black Codex, Volume 3.
The Bugle Call, Song of War, Volume 3.
And we have Chainsaw Man, Volume 19. The series is almost done.
Yeah, I can use less Chainsaw Man. Classroom Elite, Volume 12.
Yep, year 2. We're going to see where this goes in the light novel. Then we have Chillin' in Another World with level 2 super chill powers. Manga number 11.
Crossplay Love, Otaku and Punk.
Volume 13.
Dandadan, Volume 15.
Such a great series. Then we have The Dashing Zaddy and His Icy Protege, Volume 3. Then we have
The Fable, Omnibus 10.
Yes, this series is still going on, by the way. It's not over yet, so more assassin fun. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Volume 9. We're finally getting some backstory of one of the best side characters in the series. This series is surprisingly so cool because it's a shonen. It's not even a shoujo. I mean, are they going to stay together, or are they going to find out that they are both from two different schools, two houses separated? And they found that he works at the tea shop. Well, find out.
God of Seduction in the Bedroom.
Another BL series. The Great Snake's Bride, Volume 6. I'm the Heroic Knight of an Intergalactic Empire, Manga number 1, the spinoff of I'm the Evil Emperor of an Intergalactic Empire. That's crazy. All right. I quit my apprenticeship as a Royal Court Wizard to become a Magical Items Craftswoman, Volume 4 of the manga. Izak, Volume 3.
Kamuto, Volume 1.
This one looks pretty.
It does look really pretty.
Then we have
The Lying Bride and the Same-Sex Marriage Debate, Volume 1.
This feels like it's one of those ones where it's like they're going to get married because they need to get an inheritance.
I know someone's lying.
Marriage Toxin, Volume 9. This series is such a weird trip. It's gotten weird.
The Missing Volume 3.
This is just the art. I hate this art style. I don't know why. It's just bad.
Very angular.
Yeah. Moan, the new Junji Ito omnibus. This one is pretty popular. People are already buying it off the shelves. Mob Psycho 100, Volume 15.
Mobile Suit Gundam, the original deluxe. The origin deluxe, sorry.
Volume 2. This has been very, very anticipated. Even though I have the original, this is a definite double dip for me. This looks awesome.
Monster Cats, Volume 3.
Yes, we have some new monsters, including the mummy and the unicorn again.
Too spooky.
The pixie's the weird one. I would not want a pixie cat.
Why not?
Look how small it is.
I know, they're tiny.
It'd knock over everything.
Yeah.
Then we have Not Your Idol, Volume 3. Otaku Vampires Love Bite, Volume 5. Otsunari Complex, Volume 5.
Our Dining Table. Seconds, Please, Volume 1.
This one looks really wholesome.
I like a good food manga.
Pink Candy Kiss, Volume 3. Stay by My Side After the Rain, Volume 4. A Tale of the Secret Saint 0, Volume 3 of the light novel.
Timon's B-Side, Volume 9. This is screwed up, but I was reincarnated as a girl in another world.
Manga number 12. Yes, this series gets even more fan servicey. I did not think it could get any more fan servicey, but it gets way more fan servicey in this weird series. Tokyo Revengers, a letter from Keisuke Baji, Volume 5. The trapped former villainess wants to escape from the sadistic prince, Volume 3 of the novel.
Vampire Knight, Memories, Volume 10.
Versus, Volume 4. That is not for you to play with. Sorry, we have a cat playing with. Welcome to Demon School, Irumakun, Volume 16. And last and not least,
Windbreaker, Volume 15.
the last in the Windbreaker series, up to date for now. We're going to get more later, this popular series. So these are the releases for the week. Let us know what you thought were the best, or what you thought were the most popular, or the ones that you're most disappointed about. For me personally, my tops are going to be, well, Before You Go Extinct, I'm the Heroic Knight of an Intergalactic Empire, Volume 1, because the series it's based on is really good, and I love that it's like, she doesn't realize he wants to be a bad guy. She's like, I'm a heroic knight who's going to save the day because he's a good king. It's like, no, he wants to be evil. Komudo has good artwork. Moan is Junji Ito in our dining table because
I like food mangas.
it is going to be very much like What Did You Eat Yesterday, though, because the art style is very similar.
That's cool.
But those are the releases for the week. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. So first off, we'd like to thank you for checking out this podcast and video. Every email we get, every new comment gives us more motivation to keep doing this. So thank you so much. We're almost episode 600. Next episode.
Yay!
I've been doing this for way too long.
No.
Imagine if I hit 1,000 by, and there's mathematically no way for me to hit 1,000 by next month. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can definitely email us or email me personally at Zan, that's Xan at Spiraken.com. Or if you're on YouTube, remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell for notification. So with that in mind, let's get to the part that you have all been waiting for. And what are we talking about? We are talking about that one, that only. The Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga. External substitute. What is the Wheel of Manga?
It is a wheel created by a fan. Thank you very much. That we spin to find out who will be reviewed next.
Yep, and we have some really good ones. So spin and see what we're going to review in the next episode, shall we? That was a light spin.
And yeah, but look, it's still going.
Yeah. Oh, go on super fan servicey with Chain Soldier. This is going to be fun or really bad. We're going to find out. But anyway, let me show up that one. That's going to be number 9. So there we go. Chain Soldier is what we're going to be next episode. So anyway, as usual, I'm Zan.
I'm Greta.
We're gone, so we'll catch you guys next time and keep reading manga. See you later.